Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. This is Daily Trading Analysis with a quick market update for today, Monday, August 12th. We are starting the week with a no-news Monday. We only got consumer inflation expectation, and it confirmed that the inflation expectations are still at 3%. We are not getting yet below 3%, but time will come this week because this week is going to be super interesting in terms of inflation with CPI and PPI. Apart from that, another data that we got, 3-month and 6-month bills auctions as expected, but I think the demand was pretty low, and that's why we saw a little bit of a whipsaw, a sell-off at 11:30, 11:40, and also on news that Iran could attack Israel in less than 24 hours as Western powers issue Tehran a warning. This is a news from the Fox News. And that kind of uncertainty, it's pretty disturbing because if Iran and Israel continue pushing the tensions, as you can see, crude oil, it's already responding to that, and the equities are ignoring that fact because they are focused on inflation. But I think if something big happens, because US is moving all the navy there, it's moving forces there to support Israel. If something big happens, brace yourself because I think the market will react. This is the 15-minute chart on the NQ. As I told you on the weekly recap that I'm going to link right now in the upper right corner, I was watching this 1-hour fair value gap for the market to take this liquidity and then show me support at this fair value gap towards the higher time frame balance that we got in here and we lost below. This purple violet box is where the point of control sits right now. We have a lot of movement that we have to repair here at this part. So I just wanted a pullback on the higher time frames to reclaim that and not going straight. But Nasdaq had other plans during the overnight. I was pretty hesitant of going long with all this liquidity that we were building. Look at all these lows that were built in the overnight, were not taken, slowly building liquidity. So I was expecting a sharp pullback. And my target was pre-market lows at 18,515. 18,500 was a pretty big psychological level. And once I saw the open, I took the short. I took this short and I held it into the open because we left 2 fair value gaps in here, as you can see. And into the open, I held into that because we tapped that liquidity, that zone, and we went straight down. This is the 1 minute. As you can see, it was quite choppy. I got the entry on this fair value gap on this candle, on the green candle, with the stop just at the high above this fair value gap. That was only 9 points. And my reward was all this liquidity that we were building. I was not confident to hold through this. I would have made a lot more money, but I was just being confident of holding a little bit. We went straight down to the liquidity, 41 points, $800, and we continue and continue and continue. We took these relative equal lows of pre-market, and I was watching these 500s, but we never took it. We never took it. And more than that, what is even more frustrating is that we did a pivot. We did this beautiful market structure change. As I was noting, I was watching this fair value gap. Please give me an entry for a pullback in a fair value gap and continuation higher. But I mean, you saw this market, right? It just went straight up without any pullback, and I didn't get the setup. Well, quite frustrating. We took high of days. We continue. We tap this liquidity on the 15-minute chart. I mean, this zone up here at 18,700s, it's quite critical. Let me just zoom in a little bit because we have a 15-minute and also a 30-minute zone here that we need to watch pretty much. We took this, we left the other because of the build auction, but I can see these higher lows being built. I can still see this market pushing 800s because today is just uncertain. Today it's no news, but the market wanted to go up despite that. The only concerning thing is that metals, gold, copper, silver, Bitcoin, natural gas, even crude oil are pushing higher. But the bad part is that the small caps and banks are suffering quite a lot. XLF is in the red, consumer discretionary it's in the red, and overall RSP it's in the red. We are pushing in tech, we are pushing Nvidia. Semiconductors are quite in the green, as you can see, 1.20. Nvidia it was 5% here, pushing. Look at this dip, man. Look at this candle at the open. I don't know if that's true or not, but Nvidia is quite strong. Semiconductors are quite strong, but overall Nasdaq, consumer discretionary with Tesla 1.30, small caps with 1% in the red. I don't know, guys, but this looks a little bit sketchy. Let me just focus on this 5-minute fair value gap inverse that we got here. No, it's a 1 minute, sorry. So inverse fair value gap, 1 minute. I will be watching here, but be careful with this because look at this pullback. That pullback was 150 points of instant 3-minute flash. This is the kind of volatility, and I see no news, I see no good news, and I only see uncertainty with Israel and Iran. This market is quite sensitive to any kind of event. And if you are getting a position and you just, for example, Israel throws some missiles or Iran throws some missiles, we are going to see hundreds of points to the downside. So I think it's not worth continue trading today, given the circumstances. I would wait for even two options. Israel-Iran tensions just solve, which I really doubt it will happen this week, or we just wait for inflation data this week to come out and then we react to that. But tricky, very difficult Monday. Apart from the flash into pre-market low, I mean, this was a very surprising move. I was not expecting this. And given the fact that then we continue flashing, we just sold off 150 points. This volatility is too much with the amount of uncertainty and lack of news that we have. So that's all from my side. As always, thank you for your time. If you found this video useful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel because I upload videos like this one every single day for market forecasts, market updates, and market recaps. I appreciate your time as always. The trading day is not over yet. We are getting a pretty difficult and volatile Monday. Just don't risk it. There's 4 days ahead of us with news, events. Just react to the market. Right now, the market is doing nothing. So maybe it's a good recommendation to wait for tomorrow. Discipline, patience, and risk management are key for your success. Stay safe, everyone, and see you tomorrow.